Brushing your teeth before breakfast is redundant and makes no sense. I do not understand why people brush their teeth before breakfast. What are you even brushing off? Assuming you didn't eat after brushing the evening before, but even then, just wait until after breakfast. The weird sleepy taste in the mouth can be easily rinsed out, and thus is also not a reason, and even so, replacing the sleepy taste with toothpaste is just as bad. I know about the enamel that might be scratched off by brushing teeth right after eating specific foods. I did not say that people are supposed to brush right after breakfast, I just said that brushing before breakfast is redundant. Edit 2, good reason against my opinion, https://www. healthline.com/health/ should you brush your teeth before or after breakfast? Edit 3, for people too lazy to read. Edit 2, there are valid reasons to brush teeth before breakfast, check the comments. I guess it was posted before, you don't have to tell me, sorry. Edit, since this got big, it is scientifically proven to be better to brush before eating, so I was wrong. PSA, brush your teeth before breakfast. You generally want to avoid brushing your teeth immediately after eating because the acids in certain foods can weaken the enamel temporarily, so when you brush can remove the top layer. If you brush before eating, you remove the plaque, but because the enamel is at its strongest there's no potential damage to teeth. The morning breath smell is from plaque building up overnight. Gotta get rid of it? I prefer to brush my teeth after breakfast, but, on a normal work morning, I get up at 6:30, get dressed, have breakfast about 6:45 and leave the house just after 7, which means that there's no time for the acidity to regulate and enamel to reharden before I brush my teeth. I find it's only ever a real issue to brush my teeth before breakfast if I'm having something like orange juice. Stomach acid, morning breath. Lots of people don't eat first thing in the morning. As a dentist, this comment section is a fun read. It's funny that dentists are crooks. Is as common as brushing your teeth in the morning is worthless. I have family members who have told me those two things in the same conversation too. Dentist here, you want to avoid brushing your teeth right after eating as the acids that form very quickly have already done some damage and you could end up brushing off the top layer of enamel. Theoretical, I wouldn't worry too much. There is plaque and there is plaque. Healthy plaque is the stuff that forms straight away from the bacteria that naturally live in saliva, the food you eat, the pen you sucked, etc. This does very little damage to teeth because it hasn't yet got a chance to get going. Established plaque is the dangerous stuff. Bacteria start to form their own colony and get organized, allowing more types to get started. Established plaque takes 2+ days, it results in morning breath and tooth decay/gum disease, etc. Everyone has a mix of there because no one brushes to 100%. But it means that if you get close to a great brush, brushing once a day is quite sufficient. Best time is before bedtime, as your defenses are lower overnight, saliva flow drops. Those that feel they need to brush away the morning breath in the morning are missing the point, smiley. What are you brushing off? How about all the bacteria that grew on your teeth and in your mouth overnight? You don't understand the purpose of brushing your teeth. It's not to remove food. It's to remove plaque which builds up from bacteria in your mouth. That's what you are brushing off. Additionally, toothpaste contains a variety of ingredients that offer protection from staining and plaque buildup. If you want to fight coffee and wine stains, for example, brush your teeth before you consume them, not after. Also, imagine going out with family or friends for a breakfast meal. Showing up with morning breath and then talking to people would just be so unpleasant. Agreed, but depends on when you eat breakfast. If I'm eating breakfast first thing in the morning, then I'll wait until after I eat. If I'm not going to eat until later in the day, I'll brush the teeth first. I'm usually not hungry after waking up, so I might go to the supermarket or do some chores/run errands before breakfast. I don't like going out without brushing my teeth, and that's reason enough for me to brush them before breakfast. Always done it like that and never had problems with my teeth. I like to enjoy breakfast without the taste of toothpaste getting in the way. I do it so that I can get the full impact of my orange juice and bad decisions. Morning breath. I don't like the taste. Till r/unpopular opinions is really just r/uninformed opinions. When you sleep, your body produces less saliva and your mouth dries up a bit even if you're not mouth breathing. This causes a spike in bacteria. You're fine just using mouthwash when you wake up. The amount of plaque that builds up overnight is negligible and irrelevant if you brush daily. Toothpaste over coffee, plus toothbrush in my mouth right after breakfast equals barf. Coffee over toothpaste equals tolerable. On a completely irrelevant side note, I can't take Mayo Clinic seriously with that name. It always makes me think of a promotional clinic that pushes their mayonnaise as the remedy for every ailment. I like brushing when I first wake up because I freaking hate that thick grimy feel. I use a Sonicare and Uncle Harry's tooth powder. It feels like I just got back from my annual cleaning every morning. Especially when added with flossing. I don't think you know what redundant means. I don't think you mean redundant though, because you'd rather not swallow all the funky microorganisms that collected in your mouth overnight. The HCl in your stomach will probs kill most things, but I still wouldn't risk it. We swabbed our teeth before and after brushing in lab once, for science. The resulting agar plates have convinced me it is necessary, vital, to brush your teeth every morning and night. We also swabbed our buttholes, for science, in a similar experiment. Kids, please shower and wash properly. I don't want my breakfast to taste like morning breath. Also the enamel thing, since I learned something new today. Overnight plague. Also, do you want to eat that? I wait until after my coffee. I read somewhere you shouldn't drink coffee for 30 minutes after you brush. Plus coffee mouth is super fucking gross. I brush first in the morning, shower, dress and then eat, then after I eat I floss. Works for me. Brand Krishner, is that you? I brush before eating and then just use mouthwash after. Little food pieces never last long anyways, and it's not the end of the world. The idea is not to remove food, this should be done naturally, but rather to remove plaque buildup from hours before. I brush my teeth first thing because my mouth tastes like and feels like shit, then I brush them after breakfast. I for one cannot bear morning breath. Wait, you guys are brushing your teeth? Wasn't this posted just the other day? I agree. I don't bother brushing in the morning if I'm just gonna have breakfast a bit later. My routine is to mouthwash after getting up, a quick floss after every meal, when I can, and then brush/floss/mouthwash before bed, in that order. I get checkups once every year or so and have never needed any dental work in my life.